council prayer from the clerk to authority.
Almighty God, we invite these your servants whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of such important trust in this land. Let your blessings descend upon them.
We have the Deputy Executive Director, Mr. Chigeni, and the directors who are present. We have Honorable MP Sewanyana, thank you very much for coming. The Executive Secretaries, Honorable Hakim, and the colleagues, Honorable Namazi. Our Deputy Lord Mayor, thank you very much for coming, and honorable colleagues of the authority, thank you. We have visitors of the Lord Mayor, of the Executive Director, and of Council. Thank you very much, our dear visitors, for coming. Thank you. So, honorable colleagues, we can proceed. We have the agenda. Let me know from the clerk whether our minutes are ready, such that we can go through them for 5 minutes. To the leader of the opposition and the entire parliamentary team, thank you for amplifying the voices of our people and for unwavering commitment to accountability and justice in parliament. I wish to also recognize the Muslim leadership at Shibuli and the wise guidance of Judge Ambuga and the Super Supreme Mufti for your prayers, counsel, and moral grounding. To all other religious leaders across faiths, your spiritual guidance has been a pillar in our leadership journey. Thank you. To the media, both mainstream and social, you have been the mirror and the megaphone of our work. You informed, challenged, and connected us to the people we serve. Thank you. To the people of Kampala, your voices, resilience, and patience have carried this leadership through both calm and storm. This journey belongs to the people, but it has been purposeful. I had the honor of leading an authority that remained steadfast in its duty to legislate, oversee, and represent together. We strengthened governance. We held up the rule of law, worked tirelessly to ensure that Kampala moves forward. To the Authority Council, your dedication, your debates, your commitment to service, you have shaped the progress we celebrate today. Please clap for yourselves. Leadership is not an ordinary one. You carry the weight of this office quiet strength and professionalism. From Mr. Semakula's invaluable institutional memory and steady guidance to Ms. Nakawye Kulthum's inspiring journey of growth and dedication, Ms. Sauda Madada's diligence and support, and Mr. Kenneth Nawakana's consistent contribution to the daily function of the office. You gave your very best every single day. Thank you very much, Mr. Axon. I wish to recognize Ronald and Mr. Chisekwa Robert, whose selfless services reminded us that leadership is not all about positions, but about the heart. Thank you very much. You stood with me through demanding moments, worked beyond limits, and ensured that this office never failed its duty. For that, I am deeply grateful. And in a very special way, I want to recognize our law enforcement officers. Casual workers is not optional. It is very important. It is essential if we are to build a peaceful, inclusive, and progressive city. In this regard, which is important if you have to have a peaceful and inclusive city. In this regard, I sincerely appreciate the members who convinced the idea of establishing a mosque at City Hall, particularly Mr. Chikosi, Mr. Masembe Twai, whose vision greatly contributed to fostering inclusivity within the authority. I also commend Mr. Hamza Wakwa for accepting to take over the administration of the mosque. Every decision, every stance, every effort was guided by what I believe to be in the best interest of our city. As I leave this office, honorable colleagues, I carry with me not only titles, but memories of service, growth, challenge, and hope. And above all, I carry gratitude. Kampala is not just a city. Kampala is a spirit. It is resilience. It is people. And it will continue to rise. Thank you for allowing me to serve for God and my country. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming. I want to recognize the presence of Honorable Proscovia Salam Musumba, the Vice President, for God and my country. Thank you very much.
For eventual handover to the incoming speaker when the time comes. The second issue is to witness the handover of assets which you have been in possession of as the Deputy Speaker. And with me is the Deputy Executive Director, KCCA, the Director of Governance, and then the Director Internal. Witness the handover of the assets which you have been in possession of.
Thank you very much, Idi, for this opportunity, and I am ready to hand over. I know everything is in good state, as I have stated here in my handover report, which I am going to relate to June 1st to 11th May 2026. Idi, here it is. I bring it back to you.
Thank you. Please check if it is in good shape. And if it is the original mess which was given to us, then you give it to me.
We receive that.
And this is the attire that I've been putting on while conducting business of council. Next time when you're looking for a new speaker to come, because this is very important, at least you put I had this table given to me in good shape. I had this chair given to me in good shape. This is the stamp for the authority speaker. This is the stamp for administration.
Thank you very much.
That is the table for the office of the speaker, and a set of chairs for the office of the speaker. That is all you need to know, Idi, and I am handing over all the files there. Correspondences from the Executive Director, from the Honorable Minister, from the Lord Mayor, from City Executive Committee, notices, ministerial policies from 2021 when we joined to date, council resolutions and council minutes are all there for the next speaker to start. So literally, I have made it possible for the next speaker who is coming to at least find history of what he's going to, he or she is going to follow after this class. So Idi, I now hand over, and I think I am free now to take off all my portraits. Yes.
After there, when you read it.
After there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So thank you, Idi. I am only requesting, I made something like that in the corridor there because it's a very good initiative. So I am requesting, as we agreed in council when the Deputy ED was there, that at least it is left there. Or they find any other conducive place they can put it, but at least it is left there for all the people who come here to see that these were the leaders of the city in 2021, 2026. And for others to come, they should follow that trend. As we see, it is done in the Lord Mayor's Parlor, where mayors' photos are hanged on the walls. If it will please you, Idi, even this photo is very nice. It can go to the lobby outside there in council chambers, in the lobby. All the speakers who are going to come, they should put their portraits. It is a good gesture, Madam Executive Director.
It is already in our plan.
Thank you. So I leave this to you. Thank you very much. Thank you, the media, for supporting us.
for echoing our voices. I thank you very much. This marks the end of our term from 2021 to 2026. I am so grateful. Thank you. Thank you. The office of the Authority Speaker. My Deputy Speaker is not present, and he has already made his handover to the Executive Director. I have said a lot in my report, my speech, my final address to this gathering, and allow me not to say much. But for the public to understand where we are coming from, I'll just say the introduction pursuant to Section 8A and Section 8C of the Kampala Capital City Amendment Act 2019 and the Public Service Standing Orders. I hereby submit a comprehensive handover report for the office of the Authority Speaker. I was duly elected and sworn into office as a Speaker on 1st June 2021. The swearing-in ceremony was presided over by Her Worship Ayo Mariam Okero, the Chief Magistrate. Under Section 8C of the Act, the Speaker is mandated to presentation of the valuation court headed by our own Mr. Council Sam Muizi is in place. Approval of all KCCA budgets for financial 2022-2023, 2023-2024, 2024-2025, 2025-2026, and this one of 2026-2027. Establishment of foundation bodies for KCCA secondary schools, policy on cleaning wages, inadequate budget allocations to the capital city. The government needs to pull up their socks on that matter. Lack of an official motor vehicle and transport for the office of the Speaker. Please, ED, make sure that the incoming Speaker, because the Speaker heads the legislature, it's a policy-making organ, it's the supreme organ, so please, the Speaker who is coming should be lucky at least to have such small things. Absence of dedicated personal security for the Speaker. ED, as you've seen, you have personnel safeguarding your office and you, the Lord Mayor has, and this arm of legislature does not have security at all. That is why you have been seeing access in council and so on and so forth. No specific budget line for community engagements. ED, you had the Lord Mayor say that there is a detachment where KCCA and the people are very detached. So ED, I am kindly requesting that at least you provide budgets for community engagements where you and the leaders can go back to the community and have a chance away. Delays in implementation of council resolution is very paramount. ED, please, the 800 and so many council resolutions need to be looked into and get the best ones that we are aligning with the law. CCTV ordinance, it came and went back, still there on draft stage. Bill for KCCA historical buildings and sites ordinances, because the ordinance said we need to have we need to make Kampala tourism center. So ED, we need to look into this bill, which is still in draft stage in the direction of education. Bill for KCCA enforcement rights of persons with disabilities, management ordinance, budgetary allocations, and need to enact the capital city air quality ordinance. Government property under my custody as the Speaker of the Authority. I had an HP desktop. There were 2 computers in good condition. I have handed them over to the Executive Director. I had a laptop, 1 good condition. I have handed it over to the Executive Director. I had a LaserJet Pro printer, white, in good condition. I have handed it over to the Executive Director. Office furniture. I had round tables, admin office. There were 2. I have handed them over. Official speaker's desk, I have handed it over. Center glass table, I have handed it over. Office chairs, 7-seater, I have handed them over to the ED. Official speaker's chair, I have handed it over to the Executive Director. Furniture storage cabinets, 1 in good condition, I have handed it over to the Executive Director.
Military cabinet, I have handed it over, and one sofa set, 6-seater, I have also handed it over to the executive director. Official regalia and ceremonial items. Office speaker's mess, one in good condition with an office safe, I have handed it over. Mess storage box, I have handed it over. Uganda national flag, it is here. This was from my office. Now I hand it over to you officially. East African community flag, it is here, I hand it over to you officially. And speaker ceremonial gown, I have handed it over. Then a fan, conditioner, and a water dispenser. Document trays, I have handed them over. And then council photo board. It is in the office of the speaker. I have left it there for continuity. Relevant documents, I have given them to you. Now, in a very special way, allow me to thank once again my president, His Excellency Robert Chagulanyi Ssentamu, for giving me the opportunity to serve. I want to thank him for supporting the girl child. And I want to promise him that we shall never embarrass this country. We shall get to where we need to be, and we are going to work for the people, because Kampala is for the people. Me going to march in the West, I am not living in Kampala. I have Kampala at heart, and I am carrying all that institutional memory with me to Parliament to fight for the people of Kampala and to fight for Ugandans. This report is intended to ensure continuity, accountability, and a seamless transition within the office of the authority speaker. It is sincere expectation that the incoming office bearer will build upon the progress achieved and continue to uphold dignity. I remain grateful to the authority, technical staff, committee chairpersons, councillors, stakeholders, and the of Kampala for the cooperation and support accorded to me throughout this tenure. I now hand over office to the Speaker, the Executive Director, and this is my handover.
Thank you. And the Executive Director is not only going to receive the Right Honorable Speaker, Honorable and MP-elect Makinye is also going to afunye plaque oba ekijukizo awamu ne certificate. Kati tugenda ku mukolo. Next out.
Honorable, I want to appreciate Sauda Madada for the work she did from 2021 to 2023. On Aksam Semakula, please thank you very much for the work you have done for the office of the Speaker. Nakawiye Kurusum, please come over and thank you very much for the work you have done for the office of the Speaker. This one has been a volunteer in my office, Chisekwa Roberts. Where are you? Chisekwa. We have Mr. Chizito Edward Anthony, the mess bearer. It's a token of appreciation to the President, His Excellency Robert Chagulanyi Ssentamu. People power! NUP! Everywhere! People power! NUP! Everywhere! People power!
Possession, I hereby hand it over to the Executive Director. I made a handover report which I delivered here. We
Everything what we have is all Cambodia. And I'm straight up made in Cambodia. So who better know you? Cambodia. I am this Batman from Cambodia. Everything what we have is all Cambodia. And I'm straight up made in Cambodia. So who better know you? Cambodia. Why want you to change them to again? I thought it was the other the world. I'm not on my game, never let it go. The man that is not just a shame, make a fool. So there is some way I'm trying to lose on the bow. And I'm taking food on the window. Yeah man, go slow, yeah man.